fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K.
The sun shining brightly on. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Millsap.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. And for Philadelphia, Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point guard.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Embiid. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Clock at 6. Left side, Harris. Over Porter. Harris, no good. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Detroit. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Inching closer to the postseason, Chris, the playoffs right around the corner. Is there anything you would change with the playoff format?
You know, I thought about this a lot, and because it's cyclical, meaning who's going to be number 1 or number 8 in your conference, that makes me not want to change anything. One idea, however, that I've always entertained is top 1 through 16. So it doesn't, let's take conferences out of it, let's take divisions out of it and just rank them by records 1 through 16. I think that would have a pretty good impact on who's in and who's out, but I think it would also mess with travel and a whole logistical and a whole bunch of logistics in that way and mess it up. But I really like how we have it, man. 1 through 8 on both sides, and may the best team win.
How about reseeding?
Well, we could reseed, and that just opens up so many. You know what? I'm a guy, I got to get used to change. And maybe if I hear some more ideas, I'm with it. But right now, I like it the way we do.
I hear you. I hear you. Here's Embiid. Following the basket by Jokic. On the wing, Harris. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Milton the pass to Horford. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Richardson outside. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The putback, and Embiid is right there.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Jokic. 9th in rebounding, 15th in assists, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. Number 5, the Nuggets.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Horford. And it's Korkmaz in for Tobias Harris. Denver also making some changes. Plumlee comes in for Jokic. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Paul Millsap. Here's Thibault. Up top, Embiid. Passes it to Neto. The 76ers again can't hit it. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. And Plumlee kicks the ball. Trains the three-pointer.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bo's understanding of when to look for his is next level. And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Puts up a three. The 76ers again can't hit it.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Embiid with it now, guarded by Plumlee. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And the dunk by Embiid.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Here's Plumlee and Embiid with the block. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here's Morris. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Plumlee. Poked away. Pass to Thibault. Finish off the break. Thibault's got his second basket of the game.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Nuggets on top, leading by 5. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. Robinson is out there with Scott. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard. Burks uses the glass to finish the layup. Burks has got his first 2 points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Morris into the lane. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Morris. Plumlee's got his first points of the game.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Scott dishes to Burks. Now the pass to Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, he went from not even playing basketball to the number 3 pick in a matter of just 4 years. As Joel Embiid puts it, his life is a movie.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Grant. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Bull. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Harris finds Robinson. Richardson outside. Pass to Harris. Now here's Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. And that one drops. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night. And the NBA veteran Luke Ba'amute hosts a camp every summer in Cameroon. Embiid basically was forced to attend it. And the rest, Chris, is history.
Yeah, 16 years old, Cody. Moved to the U.S. He didn't speak English. He was getting teased and bullied. They laughed him out the gym. And that's when his competitive nature took over and carried him to greatness. Hope he's laughing now.
Murray against Richardson. Murray the pass to Porter. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail. And here's Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Al Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Burks. And Denver also making a switch. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Here's Milton. Off target from outside. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
For Denver, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Tries again. He kicks to Daniels. From deep, it's hauled in by Harris.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without foul.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Over to the left wing. Craig. Oh, good with the triple. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Harris's shot is off.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Now, here's Jokic. Defense right on him. There's the steal. Pass to Milton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight, and the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up, and so he hits both. Denver's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Dozier passes to Grant. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Dozier. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Dozier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Banked in off the glass. 10 points for Joel Embiid.
He's near automatic from his range. Embiid, he's just an overpowering presence. He can shoulder an offense.
Dozier can't get it to go. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Scott the pass to Milton. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Grant. Here's Milton. Stolen by Grant. Jokic with it. He has 6. And stolen by Scott. To the middle. Here's Embiid over Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
Wow, it's all about the fun-loving personality of Embiid because it's just awesome. I mean, this guy likes to have fun on and off the court.
The first one falls. The Nuggets making a switch here. And Embiid drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
A big-time effort for Joel. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1. And that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
Here's Craig, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Yes, he's been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Murray, good.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
Pass to Robinson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Robinson's got his first basket.
Oh, it doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
And Millsap, here we go. On the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
They've got an effective passing big man in Millsap. He does a lot for their chemistry.
Burks with it. Now guarded by Murray. Here's Embiid. Buries it down low. Embiid's got 14 points.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Here's Neto. He can't get that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Got a piece of it. Burks with the steal. Robinson passes to Embiid. Misses from close range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Passes it to Craig. Shot from the wing. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one.
I'm not really sure I've ever seen a center who can play bully ball in the paint, then step out and hit the 3, then give you the handles in the mix like Joel Embiid. I mean, him and Boogie Cousins are really the only two that come to mind.
And even though Embiid has that deep range, he prefers to throw his weight around inside.
And he should, Kevin, and at times the lack of spacing has forced him to step outside. I mean, he's as gifted as you can get on that block. I mean, you've got to get him the ball down there with space to work.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. Plumlee comes in for Paul Millsap. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And Morris subbed in for Murray. On the wing, Morris. Burks covering. Morris dishes to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Pass to Thibault. Out to the right wing. Here's Korkmaz. No good from outside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The 76ers leading by 4. Plumlee with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Porter. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got 6.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Thibault, the pass to Horford. Pass to Thibault. Down low. Here's Burks. Denver grabs the miss. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Morris outside. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Thibault. A putback, and it's Horford with the extra effort. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Man, you love to see that kind of effort on the offensive boards. Horford might be into his 30s, but he still brings energy.
And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul. Philadelphia on D. Morris, no good.
That's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Harris, good.
Stopping on a dime. Harris knocks it down to pull up. Another shot for Arsenal.
Morris kicks to Porter. Here's Plumlee. The dish now to Porter. Out to Morris from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. 76ers lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of... Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Raising a shot, no hesitation.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Nuggets trail by 4. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Milton in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Richardson finds Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Harris misses.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him carried away.
Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And Porter comes to help. The pass to Harris. Horford with it, guarded by Porter. Now Horford, back to Harris. 5 on the clock, passes to Horford. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Porter. Stops, pops. Grant the pass to Jokic over Richardson and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Nuggets lead by 4. Shot to stop the run. The 76ers again can't hit it. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Lays it up and banks it in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Embiid against Jokic. Pass to Harris. To the inside. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. The 3. Offensive rebound. Grant the pass to Dozier. There's Porter with the 3. Here's Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Here's Dozier. Dishes it to Grant. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
For 3, Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Oh, man, this guy. Bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. I mean, that's the way to make the comeback happen.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Back to Horford. And that one, good.
Oh, and that's what you expect from your star players. I mean, Horford turns it up, including coming through with the big key bucket.
Craig passes to Millsap. Outside Porter on deep. But they recover it. Wide open look here for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Richardson outside. The pass to Embiid. There's 1:17 left to play here in the fourth. Harris, no good. Here's Denver now. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Jokic finds Porter. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Denver.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Michael Porter.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Three-pointer. Milton grabs the board. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Richardson, good.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now here's Murray. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They came in here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their fashion sense. And David,
Well, guys,
influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Millsap.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. Two very deep teams, great benches. Brent, talk about the mindset and the difference there between starting and coming off the bench.
You can assess, Kevin, throughout the first quarter, or when it is that your time to check in the second quarter is about the rhythm of the game. What are we doing well? So when I go in, how much more can I enhance the advantage we have there? Or let's say it's a game where we're getting killed in transition. The most important thing I can do is communicate that message to the team. When we start that 4 or 5 minute stretch, let's focus on these two things to get ourselves back and righted for the rest of the night.
Oh, that's excellent. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Jokic. Millsap passes to Jokic. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to Los Angeles. Outside Westbrook. Covington in the corner. Now Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
As passing another high point in that game, he made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Up top, Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Sinks the triple.
Well, you got to be aware of Murray there. You just know he's aiming to get payback with a triple.
Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Jokic kicks to Murray. Porter against Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Millsap. The shot comes out. The Rockets go the other way with it. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Yeah, they had a few important guys sitting there on the bench at a time when they really could have used them on the floor. They have to play much more in control here tonight.
And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Here's Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Craig passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Murray left side. Millsap inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Craig. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Craig, guarded by Harden. Porter kicks to Craig. Denver needs to get off a shot, and it's Denver scoring again.
Oh, Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
Pass to Harden. Here is House. From about 19 feet, that one off the back iron and out.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Knocks it loose. Craig passes to Millsap. Craig, good. Craig's got 5 now.
Well, Millsap, the experience, the unselfishness, that helps make him a jack of all trades.
Westbrook dishes to Covington. It's House outside, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll get right back to the action. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and
you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Valanos. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got McLemore. Green is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the point. Rockets leading by 6. And there's the pass to Carroll. Houston moving the ball around. Hits it from three-point range.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Houston's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. You talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Mason Plumlee. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And here's McLemore. No points in the game yet for him. Out to the right wing. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Kept alive. Plumlee off with the layup. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Picked his pocket. Grant down low. Working on Green. Count it. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
Grant's always looking for those seams, so when he finds one, he'll rip right into it, like his aggressiveness there.
Clemens, covered by Morris. The Rockets with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 5. Pass to Grant. On the wing, Morris. Another 3 for Denver. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense. But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's that he has an idea of, after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
Denver's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Bull, the pass to Grant. Nice move. And the layup is good. Grant's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Rivers passes to Green. McLemore with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And McLemore slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And Bull wide open. He shoots, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Tucker. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jokic. For Houston, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Harden draws the double. Passes it to House. Back to Harden. Fires for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Yep, it counts. Harden's got 13 points.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And that'll do it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
James Harden was the man in the first. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2. Murray, the pass to Craig. To the middle, stolen by Tucker. Here's House. And it falls over the rim and in. House has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, this is great when Westbrook starts to dictate the tempo of the game. This time he's doing it with the pass, setting up a teammate.
Here's Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
The pass to Covington. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Millsap with it. Now Covington defending. Millsap passes to Jokic. Great look, but off the mark.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Millsap kicks to Jokic. Back to Millsap. Jokic finds Millsap. And it's Jokic missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pushing it up. And Covington sends it back.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. They get a hand on it. Covington with the steal. Here's House. Drops in the layup for 2. House has got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Stolen by Tucker. Here we go, one-on-one. Covington with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Covington's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 14. Craig. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. He has 7.
A good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific beat.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
Murray against Westbrook. Murray kicks to Craig. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Millsap kicks to Craig. Back to Millsap. Harden with the defensive effort. Rockets on offense. They're on a 16-4 run right now. House the pass to Tucker. On deep. Harden's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 16. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Westbrook against Murray. Here's Craig. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference.
Defensively, you know, a little uneven in that first half, but they've been far more focused and consistent here in the second.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Well, a great attack by Westbrook. He's unleashing it right now on his opponent.
On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Westbrook. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And so it's Houston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Way to fight, guys. Way to fight. That's all it is. That's all it is. Work it on.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Damari Carroll is out there with Green. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Rivers in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Count the basket. Brett, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for
Yes,
the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. On the wing, Morris. 6 to shoot. Back to Daniels. Three-pointer. Second chance shot. And Jokic lays it up and in.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
Westbrook dishes to McLemore. Here's Rivers. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 14. Here's Dozier. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Inside, Carroll. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Daniels passes to Jokic. Knocked away. Down low. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Jeff Green picks one up.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big. Houston
making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. And James Harden subbed in for Rivers. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kicks to Morris. It's stolen by McLemore. Lets it go with the three. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Not great numbers. It's a great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And Westbrook pulls it down. Rockets leading by 13. 4-3, Covington. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Crafty move. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Man, Jokic is making all kinds of plays here tonight. Very aggressive on the offensive end.
Covington in the corner. Outside Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Pass to Morris. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded by Tucker. Here's Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
The three from Harden. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Rockets.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And this will make it 21 victories for them on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for James Harden.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Morris into the lane. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Tucker. It's deflected. Here's Westbrook. No good on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Ahead, here's Morris. Here's Jokic. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
And here's Harden for 3. Denver grabs the miss. And the pass to Grant. The dish to Millsap. Back to Grant. So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here.
But commute, and as things, well, NBA, they got a lot of pride there, there's no doubt, and rightfully so. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig, and it's shooting guard. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at center. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just on pound in that center position.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Murray against Curry. Murray kicks to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Shoots from the elbow. Yep, that one goes in there.
Jokic is such a developed offensive player. He's really good at taking advantage of these mid-range spots.
Curry passes it to Chris. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Craig can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And here are the Nuggets now after the missed three from Stephen Curry.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Chris, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
Here's Chris, right side Green. Kicks it out to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Thompson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And that ties it up.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Stolen by Thompson. Wiggins drives in. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Craig passes to Millsap. Here's Craig, guarded by Green. Craig kicks to Jokic. Over Chris. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Pass to Jokic. From deep three-point range, Chris with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Curry fires from way outside. Another three for Golden State.
And Kevin, that three ball of Curry, I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Now here's Porter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Murray for three. But they get it back. Craig passes to Murray. They get it again. Dishes to Millsap. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Out to Thompson. This one for three. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got 6.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
To the paint. It's stolen by Green. Now Chris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Curry way outside, and the Warriors miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
The basket counts, and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Outside Curry. And misses it off the right side of the rim. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season.
Your field goal percentage as a whole is...
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Grant. Also Bull out there. Plumlee out there with Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. Pascal, the pass to Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Curry with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Plumlee lays it up off the glass. Plumlee's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nuggets. The Warriors trail. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
Here's Curry after the Nuggets pick up 2. Plumlee with the steal. And here's the break. Here's Dozier, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to net, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Clark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Now, here's Grant. The shot's good from Plumlee.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Curry. Smile-a-geech. Pass to Pascal. Here's Looney. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here is Daniels. Here's the pass to Plumlee. He feeds it to Morris. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Wiggins comes in for Looney, and it's Klay Thompson in for Curry.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Poole, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Thompson launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Poole, following the basket by Paul Millsap. Thompson outside. Smailagic. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. And the basket is good. And now it's a 9-point Denver lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Wiggins outside. Smailagic. Jokic defending. Here's Green. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Jokic with the steal. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors trail by 11. Thompson misses. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run right now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
I am very impressed with the poise Jokic has shown tonight. He's been unflappable no matter what they've thrown at him.
Wiggins left side. Here's Green. Off on the layup.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
It's tipped. Hangs in the air. Makes it off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And so it's Denver holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. I'll look at the field goal percentage. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. After a subpar. That's all for now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
A finish, and Chris throws it down.
And Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Offensive rebound, Craig. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot two here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Mark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach, because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst, as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Looney's checked in for Chris. The Nuggets also changing it up. Bol, he's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Craig passes to Grant. And another miss by Denver.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Thompson. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got 8.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. The wide open look for Plumlee. And again, Denver no good. Warriors trail by 4. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Curry with a wide open look.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Friday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here's Morris. It's tipped. They get it back. A second chance effort. He squares up and sinks it. Morris has got his first points in this one.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Stolen by Grant. 55 seconds left to play here in the third. And the turnover again by Denver.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. Porter comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Draymond Green. Millsap against Green. Daniels kicks to Porter. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Porter's got his first points of the night.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Wiggins. And Denver with a change here too. Jokic has checked in for Daniels. Count that one. Jokic has got 14 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Green, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Green's got his third basket of the night right there.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard position. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Curry. Porter passes to Millsap, feeds it to Murray. Denver passing it around. Jokic, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Millsap kicks to Jokic. Back to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Curry fires from way outside. And no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And that's an intentional foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Craig's checked in. Passes to Jokic, and stolen by Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
Murray outside. Curry with the steal. Here's Chris. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Warriors making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Morris is checked in. Curry finds Green. The three. And the Warriors miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porter against Wiggins. Here's Millsap. No good off the back of the rim.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Morris kicks to Porter. And the three ball is good.
You have got to guard Porter as soon as he crosses half court. His range is limitless.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Curry.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own. And this gets the crowd energized.
Yeah, and the game as close as this one, every possession is critical. They've got to give as good as they get, and so far, that's been the case.
That's good from Porter on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Inside, Green up and in on the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Porter finds Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Curry outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Curry's got 16 here in the second half.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed. Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
It's Curry outside. Millsap grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The drive by Jokic. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Man, Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from everywhere, challenged or unchallenged, and he defends at an elite level, too.
The Warriors making a switch here, and so Thompson nails both of them.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
It drops.
Millsap lives for moments just like this. Calm, cool, collected, taking huge shots when the game is tight.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Thompson for 3. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Morris into the lane, and Jokic throws it down.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Curry outside, right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And so Mike Malone calls a timeout. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K20,
The city of Denver is in full motion tonight. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, he's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Denver. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
You know, that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Richardson and Harris filling out the wing. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Milton in at the 1 spot. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Embiid, following the score by Jamal Murray. And Embiid throws it down.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunking.
It's stolen by Harris. Here's Richardson. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Millsap. It was the Nuggets, their last game, and lost to Dallas.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, well, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
And Chris, as skilled as he is offensively, some overlook Joel Embiid's defensive impact.
Yeah, Kevin, he's the centerpiece of their defense. He's an outstanding rim protector, and he moves great for a player his size.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, he's a solid shot blocker now. It's thanks to his timing and great anticipation skills. It's not easy scoring on Horford.
Now here's Murray. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Craig. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Jokic.
The massive wingspan of Embiid. I mean, it really annoys scorers. I mean, he's effective at getting into the airspace of shooting.
The three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the 76ers making a change here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. For three, Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 5.
Have to respect the range of Murray. He just nails shots from this distance.
Here's Thibault. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
No good there. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. 4-point game. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Here's Embiid after the Nuggets pick up 2. Good on the three-point shot. He has 7.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. And Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. And he's 7'2". You just hope his knees can withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
And good that time.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Murray with the ball.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Richardson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work getting after it on the glass.
Jokic kicks to Craig. Jokic against Embiid. Jokic inside. That one's not going to go. Richardson left side. Shot from 16. Oh, and he nails it just in time. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. 76ers ahead. They're up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, GA, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
Cole is out there with Grant. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for starters. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Korkmaz. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Embiid. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Grant the pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Korkmaz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Dozier. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Korkmaz, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And that one against the Raptors, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Daniels, he's checked in for Denver. Philadelphia also making some changes. Al Horford, he's checked in for Embiid, and it's Shake Milton in for Alec Burks.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Milton. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. Grant against Scott. Horford trying to free himself up. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Robinson, that's good. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before. It doesn't work with the greatness. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Grant. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Bull. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid comes in for Mike Scott. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Korkmaz. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Millsap.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Embiid. Outside for Robinson. Stolen away. Craig passes to Murray. 52 seconds left in the first half of the game. Embiid, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Here's Richardson following the basket by Jokic. Richardson attacking. That's good from Horford on the assist by Richardson. Horford's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, this is how much confidence Horford has in himself. It's what makes him such an efficient offensive player.
And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Now here's Millsap. 20 points for him last game against Dallas.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter. And here is Horford. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a...
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Robinson, and it's Neto in at the point guard position.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
They grabbed their own miss. Embiid, and the layup's good off the glass. Embiid's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the 76ers. Jokic inside, guarded by Embiid. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Neto. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Porter against Robinson. Burks kicks to Neto. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Robinson for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Millsap misses.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
2 points. That one goes. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Jokic inside. Embiid's there, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So it's both teams making substitutions here. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Burks kicks to Harris. Back to Burks. Horford high post. And he lays it straight in. And the 76ers lead by 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Plumlee is checked in for Denver. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
The Nuggets trail by 5 from about 19 feet. Up again, and Porter putting it right back in. Porter's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Here's Thibault. 7 points in the game. And it's Harris off the drive, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Morris inside. Burks covering, and the dunk by Grant.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Scott, good. Scott's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Grant dishes to Plumlee. Porter against Harris. Porter, no luck. Philadelphia leading by 3. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
I mean, what I appreciate about Horford is his unselfishness. I mean, he brings a veteran team-first mindset to the table.
And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
Scott finds Robinson. Porter against Horford. Outside Robinson. Denver grabs the miss. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Scott, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Scott hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets the bucket.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Robinson with it. He has 6. And here's Harris from the arc. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Here's Craig. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Craig is the 3 and Millsap the 4. Then there's Murray, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Richardson the pass to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Korkmaz. Millsap covering. Korkmaz no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Murray, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Daniels passes to Murray. Out to the wing. Here's Jokic. Milton grabs the board. 76ers trailing. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Richardson. Harris outside. To the wing right side. Here's Embiid. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Millsap. Murray outside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 assists now tonight.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Milton. Embiid inside. He's against Jokic. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Porter's checked in for Troy Daniels. Al Horford's checked in for the 76ers. Murray finds Jokic. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the 76ers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Now, here's Richardson. The pass to Horford, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in, and it's the Nuggets ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Passes it to Jokic. Embiid with the steal. Harris drives in. Embiid, the pass to Horford. Here's Milton. Millsap covering. Here's Milton. Here's Embiid. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Morris inside. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. Not going to go that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Wow, and slowly but surely, Harris is learning what it takes to become a leader. When this team needs him to step up, he has no issue dominating crucial possessions.
Craig kicks to Jokic. Pass to Craig. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And another miss by Denver. 76ers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Embiid, no good.
Just the look he wants, still no good. Tough fight.
Morris passes to Millsap. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Are you kidding me? I mean, how could this get any better? That's just a brilliant play defensively at an opportunistic time.
Now, here's Jokic. In the corner, it's Morris.
Count it! Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Jokic against Embiid. Yes! We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Here's Milton. Offensive rebound. The shot that time, not on target. Jokic kicks to Porter. Takes the three. Missed. So the Nuggets win it. They didn't make it easy on them. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my players started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set. Now it's ended.
Well, James.
No doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Nuggets. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, there's the Rockets, a couple spots below.
And when I look at Denver, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2. Porter, no luck. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets.
What a find by the Denver Nuggets. No hype really around Jokic coming into the league. Now he's a star player here in Denver, franchise player here in Denver, and a heart of a team that's got a tremendous amount of potential in the next couple of seasons. Jokic heading up this offense and shouldering the load.
And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A monster drive there by Westbrook. So explosive. Contact phases him not in the slightest.
The kick out to Porter. Fires the 3. Here's Jokic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. Here's Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
Well, Paul Millsap continues to work hard and continues to be an example of hard work paying off.
And with Jokic, it was a second-round pick for the Nuggets back in 2014.
Think about the decision that was made between Jokic and Nurkic and how it is that the team felt like Jokic could grow if Nurkic moved on, which he did to Portland. And now all of a sudden the offense takes off under Jokic, a playmaking 5 that opens up a lot of cutting opportunities. And I know this young nucleus is going to do some great things in the future, mostly behind what Jokic has provided this organization.
Now here's Murray. Here's Craig. The Nuggets with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the night here. Free throw drops for House. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right?
I mean, yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
That's good from Tucker.
And the Nuggets franchise still looking for their first trip to the NBA Finals.
How about the franchise making the ABA Finals back in 1976? So it's been quite elusive here in the mountains to get the finals back to Denver. 40 years ago, still looking for that trip. Well, such a big body, Plumlee does possess explosive verticality and then, of course, a power finish.
Here's Clemens. The Rockets with another miss. Nuggets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Dozier. Misses the three. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. So it's Denver now, trailing by 4. Bull kicks to Dozier. No good on the triple.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Passes to Bull. To the middle. Here's Grant. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 6. To the inside. And the dunk by Grant.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
Here's Clemens. Off target with his 3. Deflects the pass. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Rockets lead by 4. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got McLemore. Damari Carroll is out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the 1. Rockets leading by 4.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Here's Daniels after Austin Rivers scored. Grant, that's good.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to McLemore. There's the 3. Denver grabs the miss. And talking about Bull, his dad, Manute Bull, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
Now, here's Grant, following the miss by Austin Rivers.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Now here's McLemore outside. Buries it from three-point range. McLemore's got his first 3 points of the game.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
He doesn't hit that one. And Denver the other way now. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Here's Green. Plumlee with the rebound.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And here's Denver. They're on an 11-3 run. And the turnover again by Denver. And we should take this time now to show you the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These teams have been outstanding on the offensive glass this season. Number 5, the Nuggets.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Westbrook motoring through the maze of defenders right there, and the explosive finish.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Millsap misses. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Here's McLemore. And McLemore slams it in.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chair. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Houston also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Daniel House comes in for DeMarre Carroll, and it's James Harden in for McLemore. Now, here's Millsap. 20 points for him last game against Dallas.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their 2 bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And it's good for 2. Jokic has got his second bucket.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
Pass to House. Westbrook against Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray. Now, here is Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and that one's good. Millsap.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
It's Westbrook with the draw.
Oh. You got your scorecard out, Kevin. That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
11 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Westbrook.
There's a quiet intensity that Jokic plays with, especially on defense. Made that shooter a little bit nervous.
And a close game so far through the first 2.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, what do you think about the Rockets?
They played aggressive, lockdown defense.
And that does it for our halftime show.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Houston in the lead. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. Millsap passes to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, you have to think, if Jokic is that good a passer, his mind is always working. Why not work it to get contact like that?
You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that Jokic does well on the floor.
Well, it doesn't look pretty at times, and there's not a ton of athleticism, but the cerebral play of Jokic, and then for teams to try to prepare Kevin defensively for a team offensively that plays from a point center, that's a bit of a mind job night in and night out. Denver's done such a great job of accentuating the skill set of Nikola Jokic.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Craig kicks to Jokic. Now the pass to Craig. Feeds to Millsap. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Millsap's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some...
What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Stolen by Tucker, and it's the Rockets on the break. And Westbrook throws it down.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
To the right side. Covington against Millsap. Murray left side. Shot clock at 5. Porter passes to Jokic, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And taking a look here at some stats for Covington, he showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's right around 13 points a night, 8 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
Yeah, over this whole last stretch of games, he's been shutting down the lane with total authority. Impressive stuff.
Down low, here's Millsap, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up. Yeah. Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
The Nuggets have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Rebound by the Nuggets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And he recovers it. Dozier kicks to Grant. Goes up again. A nice shot by Dozier. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Here's Clemens. Carroll. It's rebounded by Dozier. Dozier's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris passes to Grant, and he gets it to go. Grant's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Houston moving it around. Here's Clemens. Houston with a new 14. From deep, McLemore. That one, no good. And Denver the other way now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Millsap is a very unique size and combination of talent and skill. Tonight, he's been relentless on the offensive end.
Count it. Tucker's got 7 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. From deep, McLemore hands it from downtown. He's got 10.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Daniels passes to Millsap. It's rebounded by Houston. Carroll's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
On the attack, 6'4", good verts. Rivers can produce at the rim.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dozier kicks to Millsap. Stolen by Tucker. Rivers against Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, he does not lack for confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Daniels passes to Millsap. Morris outside over Rivers. Drops one in from the wing. Morris has got his 2nd bucket of the night. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Paul Millsap has been leading the charge for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the threesome. Harden has a wide-open look. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, the triple-doubles haven't just come along because the 10 rebounds are all defensive. Russell sneaks in, grabs a no-rebound the 2nd possession.
Passes it to Murray. To the paint. Out to Morris. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Jokic passes to Porter. 2nd shot opportunity. Bucket is good. Porter's got his 1st basket of the night.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Here's Harden. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball. He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
Tucker can't get it to go. Porter against Harden. shot from 6. And that one's good by Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Covington in the corner. Here's Tucker. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Murray outside. Back to Porter. Pass to Jokic. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Free throw good. James Harden. Paul Millsap's checked in for Monte Morris. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
The kick out to Porter. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Outside, House. And it's Denver with the rebound. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Porter, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
.152 left in the fourth quarter. And a deep three from Harden. Another miss by Houston.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
It's trailed by 5. Westbrook finds Covington. Back to Westbrook for Murray. Kept alive by Houston. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Porter. Pass to Craig from 12 feet out. Inside. Millsap left side. Tried to shoot to the inside. 11 feet away, and Denver again with the bucket.
What a huge shot from Millsap. Gotta love how he steps up in that moment.
And a deep three from Harden. From beyond the arc, and then some.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Outside for Murray. The pass to Craig. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. The Nuggets making a switch here. Morris is checked in. And here are the Rockets. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden's shot is off. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. A 2-point game. Here's Craig. He's covered by Westbrook. Back to Morris. And there's the feed to Millsap. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
The D cannot allow Millsap to get that deep inside the paint. He's just too good in there.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
A 2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
And here's Porter. Pass to Craig. He kicks to Morris. From deep. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. It was up. All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
And this is about... Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at them. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Warriors. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, guys, for the Warriors, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
All the talk around them now is already about what's going to take place in the offseason. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? I'd be surprised if they don't have a much different look next year.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the center. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray, and it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. Murray outside. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Millsap finds Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Now here's Curry. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
To the middle. It's stolen by Green. Chris with it. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Thompson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's another aspect of Thompson's game that he continues to improve on. He is not just relying on his shooting, but building on his game by working on his driving.
And you look at the development of how Clay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Jokic. And Steph Curry gets the three. Curry's got 5 now.
Steph, maybe the best shooter we've seen from beyond the arc. Pretty.
To the inside. Jokic inside. Covered by Chris. Here's Millsap. Here's Jokic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Curry from deep three-point land. No good. Shot missing. And Denver the other way now. You know what, Greg? You're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Clay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here's Millsap. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Tries to keep it alive. 5 on the clock, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Jokic with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with the ball. Trailing by 2. Grant the pass to Plumlee. They get the rebound. Passes it to Bull. From deep three-point range. Warriors with the rebound. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
And Denver has possession. The Warriors making the shot. And there's the pass to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. His three-pointers off the mark. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Poole. Offline with his 3. Denver's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Grant.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. And Grant sends it back. Bull with it. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They lead by 4. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. We're back in a moment. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
We've got Plumlee. Grant is out there at Bowl. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Grant. Here's Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games. And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
Those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles. It was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised at how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting the 3 ball, because there's some teams and there's some players, I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
Here's Grant. The Warriors making the shot. There's the triple. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Morris.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. Smailagic, covered by Morris, misses the layup. Bowl dishes to Plumlee. And here's Daniels. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Plumlee kicks to Grant. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Plumlee, no luck. Warriors leading by 4. Curry with them. Guarded now by Morris. Nuggets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Daniels passes to Grant. Back to Daniels. Gets an open look and hits.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
Curry attacking. Some solid defense from Grant.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Bull, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the wing on the left. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Pascal. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Daniels kicks to Grant. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Here's Pascal. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. And the dunk by Grant.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Curry passes to Basket. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Pascal's got 6 here in this quarter. Nuggets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Bull. Kicks it to Plumlee. Goes back up. And Bull with the lay-in. Bull's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Curry's shot is off. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Nets. Here's Morris. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 27 seconds left in the first half. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Grant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. Different look here for the Warriors. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Here's Poole. He's covered by Murray. And it's good. 2 points. Poole's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. Now, here's Jokic. Here's Grant. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied in Denver. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from...
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly... And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Curry. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. That's tipped. Murray kicks to Craig. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Just got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
It's Curry outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 8.
Prolific jump shooters like Stephen Curry, they don't even see the defense in front of them.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make...
And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Chris throws it down.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Murray, the pass to Craig. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Craig's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Curry looking it over. Porter against Wiggins. Outside, Green. Good work defensively by Millsap. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. 4-point game. Craig kicks to Murray. Denver passing it around. Craig passes to Jokic. Good on the 13-footer. Jokic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustment should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot. His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Craig kicks to Porter. Murray against Curry. Here's Murray up on top. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Golden State. The Nuggets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. The Warriors making a switch here. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
And they take the lead. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
When you look at Paul Millsap, not the tallest power forward, but has that terrific wingspan.
Here's Poole, and it's sent back by Jokic. And Millsap, here we go, and the layup is good. And now a 4-point Denver lead.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Thompson outside. Pass to Poole. Thompson looking for an opening. Will it go? And the Warriors miss again.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris comes in for Murray. Warriors trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Looney. Lays it up off the glass.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Denver.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Thompson with it, guarded now by Morris. Lets it fly from 18. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Defensively, all eyes on Clay. Great scorer, but also able to beat you with the pass.
Daniels passes to Jokic. Here's Millsap, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Denver on top. They finish off the 3rd quarter on a 15-4 run. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Daniels in at the 3 spot. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Pascal. Chalk up 2 there. Pascal's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Millsap left side. Out to the right wing. Shot from 16. Jokic, no good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. To take the lead. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Daniels inside the line. Jokic on the follow.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backcourt.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Right side Curry. Curry on the wing. Tries it from 19. And he overshot that one, missing.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Millsap off target at the rim.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Klay Thompson.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jokic passes to Millsap, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When it comes to drawing fouls, Millsap's one of the best in the league.
Free throw dropped for Millsap, and the Warriors making a change here. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Yep, that one goes.
Love the work Steph puts into his game. Accurate from every spot on the floor.
Murray against Curry. And Porter, here we go. To the paint. And finished off by Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
It's Curry outside. Good on the triple. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just another reason why we have to love Stephen Curry. His ability to provide baskets in key situations.
Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
The kick out to Porter. Back to Millsap. It's stolen by Green. A solo fast break, and Chris throws it down.
You gotta give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening,
He's taken it.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
And I like how Millsap got in and forced the issue in the paint.
It's the first that brings them within 2. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Chris kicks to Thompson. From past the arc. Trifecta.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Craig. It falls. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Curry. It's good.
You talk about pressure situation. Stephen Curry lives for these moments.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. The kick out to Porter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Warriors with possession here. The drive by Thompson. Here's Chris. Reverses. Jokic grabs the miss. Outside Porter. Down low. Jokic passes to Millsap. It's in!
Millsap going for the W. He's looking focused.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.